Square Business. Can you guys hear me? Are you in Missouri? No, but my mother is. Shouts out to Missouri. You're okay. So, here we go. People act completely different when they're in front of other people versus when they're alone and you have an interaction. So, this message isn't solely focusing on communicating with yourself or with others. I'm talking about communicating with others in a crowd versus alone. So, a lot of people, they not really tough, but when they get around a certain type of environment with certain types of people, they will portray a character that is not them at all. They will say and do things that is not in their palette of traits, stature, or anything like that. For example, you'll have someone that might be cool all alone. You can have good conversations with them, but when they get in front of X, Y, and Z, they feel like they have to be cool. They have to be tough. So they might say a little bit of slick stuff. They might do a little bit of crazy things. They'll do all of this, right? Now, my issue with that is a lot of times these dudes really ain't tough. They're the best definition of a fraud. So when you get them alone and you're talking, they have a completely different character to where they're almost being completely cordial with you, sometimes overly cordial, very friendly. They don't say anything crazy. In fact, they don't say a lot of things at all. And I tend to deal with this in certain environments, and it really makes me mad because it's like, bro, if you're not really tough, I don't care who you're in front of, be yourself, because you will get exposed when you're by yourself, guys. And to any of you in here that are doing that, be yourself, because that being tough mentality, you got to watch out, because some people will take action on you for that. You see, like we talked about a couple of days, some people mentally respond, but a lot of people emotionally respond. And if you're acting a certain type of way, rather it be in front of females or males, you got to understand that the person you're acting like that towards might not be able to tolerate it. And the worst way to do it is when guys try to act tough in front of females. Because you know dang well that if... See, like, for example, this goes this way. Like, if a guy's with his girlfriend, he's going to act a lot tougher. Like, you might do something little, and he might explode and act like he's ready to go to war. But if he was just by himself, he wouldn't even be tripping, or he'd be like, bro, just watch out. But people be going all the way to 1,000, and people will get deleted for these types of things, bro. And it's like the worst behavior, and really, it needs to be exposed. If you're not tough, quit acting like you tough, man. I'm sick of so many soft baked cookies over here acting like they hard as rock, man. And if you're dealing with that, man, I don't blame you if you check them. Because let me tell you something. When situations like this happen, you have to nip it. Anytime someone acts goofy like that with me, I'm like, yo, act that same way outside of this environment and see what happens. And they be like... And sometimes they'll even say, okay, I will. But do they ever? No, because they're not really built like that. You see, it really bothers me when a lot of, I just say ruler guys. What is a ruler? You guys know what a ruler is. A lot of ruler guys, when I say ruler, I'm talking about like the measuring stick. A lot of ruler guys, they get in front of other guys and they feel like they want to impress other dudes. I've never been one to feel like I got to impress dudes. And if you feel like that, you got a problem if you define yourself as a ruler male. But if you go the other way, okay, you should never be trying to impress people you like by acting tough around others when you're not tough. So stop acting tough. That's all I got to say about that. So now I'm about to read this comment section and respond to the fam before we leave this one and start another show. Let's go. Trying to improve themselves when it's just the front. Facts, Lisa. For real. You look so fine today. I thought I looked rough, honestly. But thank you. Maybe I'm just tripping. For real. What's up, Mercy? Of course. Appreciate that. Come on. Okay, it's a bunch of goofy things. Not really a lot of productive conversation. When I say ruler male, what is a ruler? What is a ruler? I just don't want to say certain things because I feel like it triggers. It's certain, like, triggers. So I really find other ways to... articulate myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel I have to... How do I say this? I have to upgrade my palette of words. You are what am I? I am what? Yeah, like, I gotta switch my words up, man, because the ops be lurking. You be thinking... See, a lot of y'all be getting confused, and you be thinking... Well, I wouldn't say you be thinking, but people be thinking that their viewers are supporters. Man... not everybody that's in your live likes you. You are tripping, and sorry for not making. And Spotify for not making. Oh yeah, Spotify be tripping, but I mean all the platforms, man. You got to think about it. I'm independent. If I would have signed that dotted line in 2019, this would be a completely different discussion. But I wasn't willing to give my. How do I say this? I wasn't willing to give my integrity and my morals away for monetary gain. I'd rather grow something small and grow it big over time. It's kind of like Mr. Beast. I just saw a post about Mr. Beast. They offered him $1 billion. I forgot what year it was for his YouTube channel and all his brands. He said no, and he still made $53 million that year. Now you might say, Mr. Beast could have been a billionaire. Bro, he's going to be a billionaire on his own. But why would he just sell his entire brand for $1 billion when he's making $53 million? See, people get greedy when it comes to money. The more and more that you get, if you're not morally grounded and you're a materialistic person, you feel like you got to keep getting more and more. Which, hey, I wouldn't say necessarily morally grounded, because you can have your morals in line and want to get more money. So I want to backtrack on that. But like, people get money, and some people look at it as if this isn't enough, when it clearly is. $53 million, that's enough to live for a lifetime and have generational wealth. Now, news media outlets will tell you it's not, but let's think about it, guys. How much of y'all would be cool with $53 million for the rest of your life? Exactly. Lisa sending even more roses. Lisa, I'm convinced money grows on trees for you. And I appreciate it all. 30, thank you. He said, no, I already know they were mad. Yeah, they were mad. They were big mad. But guys, look, I'm going to end this episode so that it doesn't drag on too long for YouTube. This will be back on YouTube for replay if you want to show it to your aunties, your grandmas, your sisters. But I'm going live again. We're about to do the second live. Let's see how this live does. We had over 100 viewers at one time of the first one. You just got to be persistent. My boy Kane, his lives flunked today. And sometimes these platforms, they decide to play with you. But even when they play, I'm going to serve the game. And even if the next lives don't do as well, I'm still going to serve the game so I can put them on YouTube. I will not let anybody stop me. No. But yeah, with that being said, if you haven't already, tap the follow button and tap the bell button. Let's get to that. I'll be right back.